Yo, this is the Lazarusman, and yo, my prognosis is digital. I stay connected because my publics are always with Joe, so I make sense of the work that I do. But it stays to fact and prove that every day, every now and again, I'll record a couple of tracks and say a couple of rhymes to keep the things fresh and astute. You see, what I do is I'm the mentor sometimes, but because every time and now and again, I do stuff with chicken licking. So when I arrive at work, it's like breakfast first. When I hang out with Pepe, and then we have conversations about how we can take things to the next level and promote growth. You see, my name is the Lazarus Man, you see. Resurrected 3 times because he called me for the grave, you see. Because sometimes I operate with stimming, and if I want to, I'll maybe go to Berlin and release a couple of tracks because I am who I am and I do what I do, you see. It's the word of the mic, you see. I stand behind studios and in front of computers typing copyright rhymes, you see. So let's make sense, you see. Because all I do in every day is think on thoughts when I thought that you shared the thought because I had a thought of thoughts because you've had this thought. You've heard this poem. You've heard this rhyme. We've done it before. I do it every now and again when I stand on stage sometimes and I say some things sometimes, behind the mic sometimes. Occasionally, I might do a festival sometimes. Occasionally, I might sit in a boardroom and have a meeting sometimes because that's what I do sometimes. Between developing in scriptures because sometimes my poems become copywritten stories. My stories are poems, and henceforth these poems become stories that we think about. So I'll either sit with Dylan and Danny, we'll have things about what happens in the booth, or sometimes Marcus and I will work through some revisions and proofreading. But I'm not perfect, you see. But the work is getting perfect, you be. I'm the Lazarus Man, you see. Occasionally I'll sit in boardrooms, you see, and speak about the work that I do, you see, because every now and again I'll strive. It all started with Spike Lee, you see, that got me here on this day, you see. So now I'm at Joe Public keeping things united, you see. So let's talk about it, you feel. What we do, you want, because I'm the Lazarus Man, and occasionally I'll sit in bird rooms and decide on big advertising brands and campaigns, you see. So how do I do it? So I basically amalgamate words with sound and sound with words and amalgamate ideas with people and people with ideas. Where do I do it? I do it in a small department called Connect that's connected by different individuals driven to make things digital. What are we focused on? We're focused on breeding and creating brands, and brands that are created by the people, the brands that exist for the people, so the people will then be defined by these brands and have a shared purpose. Who do I do it with? I do it with these masses like Marcus Border, who does things with his mics and writes and typeboards and keyboards and does things where he comes back and ties things back. I do it with Dylan, who reviews things in a very serious face, and Danny, who's always all smiles, and people that I could always have conversations with, like Leon on a Sunday, or Karen Shaw on a Wednesday, or even sometimes sit down with Jared to view things that I've never done before, and even the newcomers seem a little bit nice. Where is the house that I do it in? The house that I do it in is the house of Joe Public United. We sit together and have conversations about how our work comes together. And sometimes, occasionally, eat chicken licken and pop bottles of champagne. But that's what we do, and everything comes to pain. So understand that this is the house of Joe. We're connected. In my mics and my words and my sounds, I occasionally will travel the world to bring my words to other people. It might be Brazil. It might be Berlin. It actually might be your back door at Kitcheners when I'm doing it. So how will we do it? We'll do it together. We'll do it in sound. We'll do it in words. We'll do it in digital. We'll do it on interwebs. We'll do it on sound. We'll do it on Instagram. Occasionally, you could even do it on my Facebook page if you want to like it. But occasionally, we'll even do it on Joe Public's page if you want to like it. Or stay connected if you even like that kind of sound. So let's do it. Let's do it, me and you. You've got the power. It's within your hand. So do not defy yourself. Do not deny yourself. You have what you need. Just apply yourself and do it with me.